what we have here is another TRANE air handler. And I gotta tell you, I mean, I'm a TRANE guy, but these coils the last several years have just been nothing but a nightmare. Leaking left and right. These aluminum coils, predominantly right in here in this U-bend, is where they're leaking when they spring their leak. Something with the brazing process. TRANE rep tried to blow some smoke up our, about the coated coils and the heat that we're using to braze these coils causing some kind of reaction with the coating on the Technicoated coil. So that's why you see those new coils come with that, for the TAM air handlers anyway, come with that 1 inch, 1.5 inch gap back there where it's still aluminum here and then it's coated. And even that didn't fix the problem because we're finding those leaking too. This is a TEM air handler, a TEM air handler. They're just as bad. It ruins a good product, because with the exception of that, TRANE is a good product. But there you have it, right in that U-bend. I think we've got 2 of them. Yep. So usually you can see it in these because the good brazes, or the ones that aren't leaking yet, are still dry and white and clear. And you see the dark, it's like Armor All in your tires, where that oil is getting in there. You can almost find the leaks in these things visually, but I've got to confirm it with a leak detector so we can deal with the warranty on the back end on these things, just based on what our local rep is asking us to do. But TRANE's a good product. The variable speed systems, especially the XV18s and 20s, I'd take that hands down over any of those Bosch and Coleman and all that crap that's out there. But but if you're going to put one of those in, you need to put it in with at least a TAM 9 air handler if you're going to sell somebody an XV system and install it. I've seen people on here putting them in with that communicating metal cabinet air handler. Yeah, well, these drain pans crack in those air handlers. It's the same. The only thing difference is they're a variable speed motor and it's communicating. This is just a basic heat pump, 16 SEER heat pump, but same concept. Coil, that crappy drain pan, it cracks. If you're going to sell somebody an XV system, put it in with the TAM 9. The drain pan's built into it. You don't have all the insulation's internal to that cabinet. It doesn't sweat like these do. You don't have rust issues. And I just think if you're going to sell somebody an XV system and you use this metal cabinet air handler to put it in, the communicating version, you're just going on the cheap. That's all. That's just my opinion of it. You can do what you want, but if you're going to sell an XV system through TRANE, you need to put it in with a TAM 9 and give the people what they're asking for. We don't do that. Everything we do is a TAM 9. This is a rental property. That's why we have this metal cabinet in here. It's just a base model TRANE version. Basic 14, 15, I think it's got a 16 SEER heat pump outside. But every situation is different. But if it's a homeowner wanting a high quality variable speed system, you got to use that TAM 9 air handler if you're going to sell XV. That's just my opinion. Do what you want. It's just my opinion. But anyway, another leaking evaporator coil from TRANE. Pretty common. They're almost like Goodman when it comes to their coils these days. Lennox, Carrier, they're all having the same problem, but it's a problem that can be prevented and handled somewhere. Quality control needs to be a little bit better. And obviously the companies that are selling the equipment are the ones dealing with the upset homeowners, not the manufacturer. The manufacturer really, I don't think, cares one way or the other, but they're going to do what they want to do. But if it wasn't for these leaking coils, I wouldn't have a lot of negative to say about TRANE. Anyway, you guys have fun. Stay safe. Thanks for watching.